hopefully no one falls in the middle of it. Alrighty, so if you've got questions, just ask along the way. But this is just how I've done it and like kind of perfected it over the last few years. So my first tip would be to get like a bristle hairbrush. They just seem to kind of really draw the hair in really neatly. And then you have the option of either hairspray or hair gel. So you want something with like a firm, strong hold. So this is like a 4, and this is Coles, so who knows. We'll go with this one today. So I just ask whoever's hair I'm doing to kind of shut their eyes and don't breathe for a second. So shut your eyes, and we just kind of go crazy. It's like never enough. We just go for it. Clearly. Alrighty. So, yeah, I just kind of get the hairbrush, kind of brush that all through their hair. And this brush just seems to collect the hair a lot better, those fine bits. So for dancing, we like the bun to be on the crown of their head. So if you don't know what that is, you kind of want to look where their ears are and draw a straight line backwards. So it's kind of going to be here somewhere. Alright, so you draw from their ears kind of up, for the camera here, back. We don't want it to look like an Indian Bollywood up here, and we don't want it too low because when we do acro and circus, we do a lot of rolls and things, and even in jazz they have to lie on the floor and it just gets in the way. So we're looking for the crown of their head. So I'm just going to pull Indy's hair back. You don't want to take too long doing this because otherwise the hairspray dries. So go for it. And we want to get the same colour as their hair. So try to match it if you can. Alright. Pop that in. Beautiful. Everyone's like, I bought the wrong colour. Yeah, so it's kind of step 1. We can fix all the little fluffy bits later. So, did anyone bring a bun net, by the way? I went to Coles. Can I borrow one? I went to Coles and they sold out, so I was like, okay. Yep, that's fine. Yeah, that'd be good. Just one. Yep, that's fine. Thanks, Renee. Oh, yeah. Alrighty, so in the past we have done donuts, but they seem to just be really bulky and puffy on their head, especially the kids that have really, really long, thick hair. It kind of ends up almost like a cake on their head.
What about someone like Mum here? Does she get away with a donut?
Yeah, I guess it depends on the hair, but this is kind of the one we're swaying towards a little bit, but give or take, you know your kid's hair. So my tip is we're going to twirl it around. So literally just gather the hair and spin it around. And don't worry too much about the neatness because we're about to pull it out. So basically just go around. I've got these fork pins, they're amazing. I'm just going to pop like 2 of them in for the moment. So just pop that in her hair, and that's where the bun net comes in. It's actually earlier rather than right at the end. So again, same colour as the hair. We're going to pop that around twice, and then I'm actually going to pull those pins out that I just put in. So what I do from here is I'm going to flatten the bun out. So it's Indy doesn't have that much hair, but someone that's got really thick hair, it'll actually be like popping up on their head. So all I'm going to do is like flatten it a little bit like a pancake. So you're basically spreading the hair out and we're pushing it down so that it's a little bit flatter on their head rather than puffy. Alright, so my tip for putting pins in is start with the fork ones first. You want to go down and then turn in and push it into their hair. So I'm going to do that going around the bun. And don't be stingy when it comes to hair pins. The more the merrier, because they actually fall out when they're dancing sometimes. And then it kind of gets floppy on their head. I'm just going to go around your hair, Indy. You can yell at me if I hurt you. She's so good. So just a couple more. Get it nice and tight in there. And that's kind of it. So if you can see any bits poking out, just try and get them with the pins. You've also got like the bobby pins as well if you do need them. But I've done pretty good. So then this is where we want to get rid of any like little bumps or those frizzy bits. So turn around for me, Indy, jump down. Oh, actually you can stay there, you're little. So see how I've got just like all these little like neck hairs? They're the bits we want to get rid of, especially for photo day. They're the bits that kind of stand out.
Yeah.
So yeah, again, you can just ask them to kind of keep the head down, go around and spray it. You can use your hand, or if you do have a comb handy, just kind of brush it in if you can. Just helps it stick in nice and tightly. So turn around again, Indy, for me. So of course we've got like the little sideburn bits. It's not the end of the world if they're sticking out a little bit. But some kids have curly hair, so they're really, really noticeable. Kind of just go like this, brush it in again. And then if you've got, like me, I've got a couple of bumps up there. I'm just going to grab one of your bobby pins, kind of press it down, and then stick it in there. And then you can kind of pull it back towards the bun so it's not as noticeable. So, ta-da! Indy, look at the camera so they can see. Gorgeous! All right.